subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any new videos. Today I'm going to be trying to look like Ryan Reynolds. Please don't kill me for this, but I don't think I've ever actually seen any movies with Ryan Reynolds in them. I know who he is, I just don't think I've seen him in anything significant. So today I'm going to be recreating this photo of Ryan Reynolds, and let's just get started with this Ryan Reynolds makeover. For foundation, I'm taking the W7 High Definition Foundation in the shade Early Tan, and then I'm taking my foundation brush, just applying that all over my face, and you'll notice that this foundation is definitely not my shade, but Ryan Reynolds has a darker skin tone than I do, so I wanted to find a foundation that was slightly darker than mine, so I'm making sure to cover all the parts of my face, including my neck as well, because otherwise it just looks way too unblended. And then once I've got a good coverage of foundation on, I just moved on to concealer, and I used the W7 High Definition Concealer, and what I did was I just put some lines of it on my face. I'm not really sure how to actually apply concealer, so I just put it in the areas that I think the concealer usually goes. I'm not really sure, but once I did that, I just blended that out with my foundation brush. I guess it's sort of blending it into my foundation. I don't know. I'm not an expert on makeup. I know the bare minimum, and blending really is not one of my strengths, as you can tell. And then to set everything and make the look a bit more natural, I took the Rimmel London Stay Matte Press Powder, and I used the colour Caramel. I don't know if this is the correct shade or not, but I just put a good amount of it on my face and of course my neck to just help set the product, which I think is what powder does. Again, I'm not an expert on makeup, so I don't really know. I just have it. And then next, I'm taking the W7 Blazing Neutrals on Fire Eye Colour Palette, and I'm taking the second colour, which is the colour Matchstick. What I'm doing with the applicator it comes with is I'm just taking the colour and I'm just putting it in my eyelid. I don't really know all these crease and inner and outer corner tricks and stuff, so I'm just applying the eyeshadow as much as I can onto my eyelid, because he does have that natural highlight in his eye, so I tried to recreate that. Don't know if it worked very well, but then I took that same colour and I just put that in the brow bone, which I think helps highlight the colour. I'm not really sure. And then for the eyebrows, I'm taking the W7 Super Brows eyebrow pencil in the colour Dark Brown, and for Ryan Reynolds' brows, he's got pretty full brows towards the inner part and then quite light in the outer part. What I'm doing is I'm sort of creating a guide as to where I'm going to fill in with my brow powder with the pencil, which as you can tell was quite blunt. And then the brow powder that I used was the W7 Bow to the Brow eyebrow powder, and so I just filled in where I outlined with my eyebrow pencil with that powder to get that same level of fullness that he has. That's not how you use that word in this context, but you know what I mean. And moving on to bronzer, I'm using W7's The Bronzer, and I'm taking a contour brush and I'm sort of contouring in the outer edges of my face, because that's where he's got that definite contour line. And so I'm just doing that. As you can tell, I'm very bad at contouring, so of course it's not looking the best, but just getting a rough idea of it pretty much. We're just trying to make that side of our face darker. Nothing else matters. And then I'm taking the W7 Glow Co-Motion Pink It Up Shimmer Highlighter Eyeshadow, and what I'm doing is I'm just highlighting in the areas that he has highlighted with a powder brush, because I don't have a highlighter brush and I didn't know what other brush to use, but a powder brush probably is not your best choice when applying highlighter. So I'm just applying my highlighter in the upper cheekbones and then upwards and towards the middle of my forehead. And then last but not least, we are moving on to his beard. So obviously I don't have a beard, so we're going to have to recreate one, and I'm doing that with the Australis Kaleidoscope eyeshadow palette, and I'm taking the black color with an angled brush, and what I'm doing is I'm drawing a beard on top of my growing in beard, and then I'm trying to recreate the rest of that facial hair on the chin. I'm not the best drawer, clearly. I can never make anything look natural, so as you can imagine, this isn't really turning out that well, but I'm doing the best that I can, and I'm trying to blend it and make it look like a real beard. But I don't think eyeshadow is the best tool if you're trying to draw a fake beard. I don't know what you would use, but probably not eyeshadow. And then I'm just drawing a little bit of facial hair on the cheeks like he's got in the photo, and it goes up to around his ears, so I'm also trying to recreate the sideburns as well, but it doesn't look that natural considering I already have sideburns, so it's a lot more harder to blend. So I'm just doing as much as I can with the facial hair. It's not perfect, but it works. And then there you go, that is it for the makeup look for Ryan Reynolds. That poorly drawn in facial hair though, that looks really creepy. I look like a criminal, honestly, which was not the point of this. I'm trying to recreate a Canadian American actor, not a creep. But next we'll move on to the hair. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hair out and part it to one side, as he has more of a side part, not a center part like I have. He also has short hair, which I don't have, so I'm going to have to recreate that. So I'm just gathering my hair, leaving some hair up at the top to recreate that side part and make it look short rather than looking like it's tied up. So I'm just gathering that and then very poorly tying the hair so that it doesn't look too obvious that I have long hair. And then obviously that won't hold on its own, so I got to pin it up with some bobby pins. As you can see, it's very hard to do this without a mirror because there's that one bit of hair that I'm missing, but we're not seeing the back of his hair, we're only seeing the front, so it's fine. And then once it's mostly pinned up, that's the hairstyle. Looks awful and messy from the back, but from the front you can't really tell. So as long as you don't look at the back, it's fine. And then that's the hair done for Ryan Reynolds. So let's move on to the outfit. So here is the outfit for Ryan Reynolds. As you can see, we've had to do a little bit of compromising. So let's take a look. First up, I am wearing this navy blue short sleeve button up, which I think I got from Big W. I'm not 100% sure, with a white pattern on it, which doesn't match Ryan's as his is plain, but this was what I could find. And he hasn't done the last two buttons up, so that's what I've done, not done the last two buttons up. And then I didn't have a navy blue suit jacket, so I had to use my dressing gown. So instead I'm wearing my navy blue dressing gown, which I got from Big W, and I've crossed it over to make it look like a suit jacket, even though it doesn't really look like a suit jacket, but I'm a bit limited on clothing. And so then for the pants, it doesn't really matter as we're only shooting from the top half, but I thought it'd be cool to complement the navy blue theme. So I'm wearing my navy blue jeans that I got from Just Jeans, and then I don't have any navy blue shoes, so I'm just wearing my black Asics runners from Falls. Again, it doesn't really matter. And so that's the outfit for Ryan Reynolds. And now it's time for a comparison between Ryan Reynolds and me. So of course Ryan Reynolds just looks perfect, and I just look like a complete mess with the uneven blending of the foundation and the horrible contouring from the bronzer and the very poorly facial hair that makes me look really creepy. And it took multiple attempts to get that smile without looking like a creep, and I still do look like a creep, but this was the best picture I could find out of all of them. And you know, there's definitely room for improvement. I mean, I tried at least. So that is it for this video of me trying to look like Ryan Reynolds. I know I'm the worst at doing makeup and drawing and stuff. It's just not my thing. If you have any other suggestions on who or what to recreate next, then please let me know in the comments and I'll try to do that the best I can. But thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed and subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any new videos. So, till next time, in the next video, I shall see you then. Goodbye.